Hello, beautiful ether. Sitting here getting some pixel things made, and I just realized I'm connected to like the big screen. So, all right, I'm gonna unplug this, and I'm gonna unplug this. Working on some architecture. I'm calling it Polly Pocket architecture, and it's kind of a way I figured would be easiest, because Kinto right now is isometric perspective, so the easiest way to get people on the second floor of the building, the crystals that I made will actually made it so when you touch the crystal, you go right inside of it. So, in theory, if I put it on a second floor of a building, you'll be able to get to the other floors of a building. And let's see, I haven't started yet, but I have some ideas. And here is kind of what gave me the idea. Hello. Kind of what gave me the idea, which is this. It's kind of like a Polly Pocket thing, but it's a little Hello Kitty diner. And if you see it on this side, that has 2 stories, and that's what gave me the idea. Because if you throw a crystal on that second floor, you'll be able to access it. And then I could do like fun things like slides, because in Kinto you can sit down, and there's going to be more actions like that. So far right now you can dance, sit, and walk. But yeah, and you can see like it has a slide. So this is kind of the architecture that I'm working on today, but with pixels. I'm working on a few things for Halloween. If anyone has any ideas, I'm trying to make a for pixel, or Jesus, bobbing for apples, and I'll probably be making a bunch of like bowls of candy and stuff like that. Starting a little late on Halloween stuff because it does take me a while to make the bigger objects. This is some horrible lighting, but it's okay. I did want to see if Alvaro was around. Really want to get some of Alvaro's art in this, so really want to start planning that. Let's see. Oh, I hear a cat out there. Does anybody hear a cat? Working on some textures. I should actually kind of move the camera so you can actually see. I'm just popping on for a second anyway. I'm working on a donut, so I'm saving every time I add a little something to it, I'll just copy and paste, and then I save every little like decision, because that's all art is to me, is just like a bunch of decisions. And let's see, a little tired. My trip to visit my family was cut short, so yeah, working on some wild flowers. And all of this art is going to be in Kinto avatar chat. It's already on Apple, Android, and on web. What I think is like absolutely cool about it is it's still in development, but rather than saying like, oh, it'll be released in 2024, 2025, and like when it gets to those years, it's not ready. It's already out. It's already released, so y'all could be on it as it's being developed, which I think is really cool. And that's where 90% of the pixel art that I make goes. I am a crafter turned pixel artist. I'm not very technologically savvy. Well, I mean, I'm learning a lot with this, but you know, I grew up without internet, so books and notebooks were always my thing. But with Snappo and Kinto, I figured I could actually use learning a new trade. on some. It is. It's a live avatar chat and world builder. So all this stuff you could put in your rooms and make your own rooms. What Snappo's getting out now is video, voice and video chat. So you could have your face floating over your avatar, and that way we could do like meetups. I have some mythology discussions planned to do in Kinto. Very ADD friendly. If you don't want to just sit and watch something, you could sit, watch something, and build. It's really, really coming out awesome. And I actually make jewelry also. However, I kind of been taking a break on it, so I'm gonna start doing giveaways through Kinto, and because I just like making this stuff. And yeah. And I got some sticker packs coming out too with some of the more original art. A lot of projects happening. I'm very stoked to be alive right now. Oh, once, no, just kidding. But working on this, so you could actually have moving vehicles, just like, you know, for fun. And I think I'm really trying to build an NPC city. I wrote a comic a long time ago, and I never did much with it, so I'm going to make an NPC city that is just, maybe like on a loop and like, kind of like a little mini-series, but it just happens in the background. It's really hard for me to explain, like, some of the stuff that I have planned, but, I'm working on that, and, what else? Halloween stuff. Yeah, if anybody has any Halloween ideas, I have only a pumpkin. Well, the pumpkin's not finished. Neither is the bobbing for apples barrel, but it's getting there. Well, I just got a view of the bags in the back. Yeah, absolutely. And if any time you want a certain object, I could just pop on the computer and make it. And it's actively being like developed, so you'll run into a lot of bugs and stuff, but it's fantastic. And I don't know of many games that, like, while in development, it was you know, you could download it, play it, and I do have. Let me try to find. Shoot, I should have tagged the Instagram on it. That is a good idea. That's a really good idea. I just got a new notebook for this. Exactly. That's a really good idea. Because Snap is the programmer who codes everything, and I've been coming up with all these mini games, physics-based mini games, because I know enough tools. I feel like so I could like kind of imagine games. I'm starting to make one actually. I'm a very much a scatterbrain, but that sounds like it's right there. Let's see. What was I saying again? I forgot. Eggs, absolutely. Because I'm sure there's like, I'm really bad at trying to like physics based, so like it would be so easy. There's all these like gosh, like one thing I was thinking of is God, all the ideas is the ones that I can't even describe. So those videos that like it shows the yes, we have a costume party planned. The clothes and the outfits in Kinto are perfect for Halloween. Like there's different kinds of masks, And there's new stuff being added every single day, and it's slowly getting more cohesive. I could open it up. And they're right here. And what was I saying? Well, I guess just like different ways of like making things interactive, and egging a house and having the yolk coming down is perfect. He already does have fire, so you could start a little snowball fights are perfect. Those are the things, because one of my favorite parts about it is the nostalgia. There's a lot of things about it that are really nostalgic for me, and I really want to keep with the nostalgia and what's it called? Thought it would be cool to have like a skate park, and okay. So the thing I was trying to describe is like they have a Super Mario one in the 007 theme, and it's that steel ball and it bounces on all of the like xylophone pieces, like that. But you could put the pieces in your room and then like kind of do a like a bowling ball or something to hit it. I don't know. It's hard to even imagine. But I did make a spooky village. That's my first room that I built on Kinto, and I'm thinking of trying to make that kind of like a haunted house thing. That is a good thing today. And I was thinking like bobbing for apples, and let me get this open real quick. I'm not sure if you're familiar with, is it? No? If you're familiar with Pico 8, but Pico 8 is kind of like an imaginary game console from the 80s. It doesn't really exist, but this is just a mock-up in A-Sprite, but this is what the gameplay will look like. And the objective of the game is to get the chickens and not the scorpions. If you get too many scorpions, you will crash. The UFO will crash. I haven't animated that part yet, but yeah, hoping Snappo will code it, and I could do the art for it until I could learn a little bit of coding. I've tried a few times, like Python, but my brain is just like so scattered all the time. Yeah, so Pico 8, Pico 8, and there's tons of Pico 8 games, and they're saved as images, and those images work as like game cartridges. It's a really, really cool world, and someone just built a to make low poly art called Pico CAD, so PICOCAD, and it's really, really fun to work with. Where is that? You can make like 3D, so you kind of save your skins or textures and open that, and you could use it to wrap shapes. Let's see. Gosh, it saves it in a weird place. Finder. Oh, okay. Let's see. Pico. Oh, Pico CAD. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to. Oh wait, no, it might be in here. Okay. Let me open new files. I'll do this. I'll open this one. An alkaline trio heart. I'm just gonna do it. Let's see. I don't know how to open it. It's unnamed. Then maybe I'll just do that. Gosh darn it. I don't know what to do. Oh, okay. Yeah! Oh. I don't remember. Oh. Well, here's like kind of like just slammed my face. You can see it's really easy to make the low poly art with PicoCAD. It's really satisfying. God, the pay is really good. I can no longer pick him up. We actually just put the bed frame back together because he slept in the bed with us for like 5 years, but it was just getting a little dangerous because if he jumped off or fell off and broke his arm or something, it would not be good. So he has a new bed, and finally forgave us for kicking him out, but you know. Didn't really kick him out, but oh yeah, you'll see him. I have to bring him inside. You'll see his proper size. Yeah, he's gotten really big. But yeah, even because the bed was so like close to the ground, so he was able to get in and out just fine. But the bigger he gets, the harder that's gonna be. So now I'm trying to find him a big old dog bed. For now, I just give him any clothes that I no longer wear, because he likes making his own bed, and if he doesn't have enough like fabric, he'll just pull stuff out of the closet. It's brilliant. And I don't know what it is, but I'm incapable of getting upset at that pig. It's just, he can do no wrong. You wanna go out now? You have to come out this way. time. It's pouring out there. Well, starting to. We're in Florida, so the rain is... Last year we went through a drought, though, that lasted like 6 months. How do I open gifts? I tweeted it. I have a Twitter. I've been posting on it, but I think the most likes I've gotten are 2 likes or something. I'm trying to post everywhere. I'm trying to do the whole self-promotion thing. Hey! Right, so on here it should be... I have never been able to use this app. I'm not sure where to even find my stuff. Oh wow! Now does it rain a lot up there? Are you like near the city or the country? The country, because I'm always taken back by the greenery up there. I mean, I obviously know it's not all a city. It's some of the most beautiful nature on this planet, but I always wondered if it rained a lot up there. Because we get rain, gosh, like every day. Besides the winter, it could get really dry. Actually, the video on my YouTube channel that has the most views is the Robert Zepper, turning my day into a Robert Zepper intro, which I keep meaning to refilm it. I really want to find some ducks. And we do have a cheesecake factory like a half hour away. Yeah, so that PicoCAD makes these low poly gifts. And you could also make stuff for games and all that. And it was just a pencil, and it was just, I think a cylinder, a cone, or 3 cylinders and a cone. And then you just kind of, use what you have. I use A-Sprite, and so I just open A-Sprite in, or save like the basic colors of the pencil, and it makes it really easy to wrap the stuff. And I'm like, okay, like pretty. The bricks aren't the best, but it stayed together pretty nicely. And I think I did 1 or 2 more. And that's what it looks like in the CAD itself. I've been trying to play with some 3D modeling. I got free CAD, and it's really fun. Trying to make a dish that's like a Nintendo controller, but the exact measurements. And for some reason, I can't find the exact measurements of the actual buttons. And I don't have one of those controllers, so I can't. This is my first attempt at a milk carton. It can be a little confusing. This is the last thing I'm really proud of, is I'm trying to make all the mythological, this is Kamadhenu, the mother of all cows, Hinduism. I have, God, I should grab that actually, because that's what I needed today. I'm trying to make all the, if you're familiar with Manly P. Hall, his book, Wisdom of All Ages, it has some really great, they do sell like a normal size of this, but I really wanted to be able to see all the details. So I waited and I waited for a few years until I found it, but I'm trying to make all this in pixel art. And yeah, especially the orb, or what's the egg called with the snake wrapped around it? I always forget what that's called. but any imagery is symbolism in itself, and I'm really into symbolism. And yeah, there it is, the Orphic egg. Really cool imagery. Yep. Yeah, so that's why I do want one of the smaller versions just to see, and just have like one to keep in the car or something. But I don't know how they were able to fit all this in a smaller book. But it's The Secret Teachings of All Ages, and this is one of those books that I feel like every single household should own. It's incredible. Because in all the religions, the stories are just eerily similar. And I know not all of them begin with the flood, but all of them, not all of them, but you know, a lot of them will have like a sacred tree of knowledge, and it has a whole chapter of every single one throughout the ages. And this is kind of what I was trying to do. I have a website called Subtropical Botanica, and kind of took a break off of it, but that's where I was trying to collect all the little like interesting tidbits. I don't have the best concentration, so I kind of fell through, but I still have it open, and anybody who wants to add information to it is more than happy. It was supposed to be more of a communal thing, and but it's really hard finding people who want to create and like work on something, because especially I feel like after the pandemic, everyone just became really content, which I did too. I'm a hermit, so you know it was my time to shine, and but yeah, it still has never wavered my desire to create or build things without leaving my home. And now I'm still on the hunt for Lego / Polly Pocket architecture, because I really think that this is going to be the best way to make buildings in Kinto. And let's see, I do have, yeah, it's got some battery. I've been using Procreate to make pixel art too. I'm trying to work on a logo, but anytime I make a logo, they're always like depressing. This is the one I'm working on now. It'll be Jamie Lynn Barbarian, but my mom didn't like it, so I have to redo it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I opened this to do Kinto. I don't know who needs to hear this. There's no way in hell I could afford an Apple Pencil, but I really wanted one. This is called a Stag, and it's actually really, really, really satisfying. I haven't read anything bad about it, and they're like 30 bucks, I want to say, but I found it for like 12 bucks on eBay. Brand new in the box and everything. Let's see. So here is, oh, is this it? Yep, here's my spooky dungeon with a massive Jesus I made. Jesus was one of my first pixel pieces. Oh wow, it's loading so fast and so smooth now. It's so good. Right now, a lot of the assets don't fit the same theme, but I kind of like that, because then you're able to pick what aesthetic you want in your room. Like this room, I chose any building that wasn't like pixel art, more like vector art. And then in here, my pixel paradise is all like the pixel art proper that is available currently in Kinto. I still haven't added all my things. But I'm working on kind of like a folklore, kind of like a matrix, I guess. Like, here's the room I'm working on now. And those crystals, you could touch those and bounce around the room. And when you add them to your room, you can use it for like teleportation. So I'll go to this one. Yeah, and it makes a noise, so you can make songs and stuff. And it says, they have no idea, or no, they have no clue, but you do. And it's because I put one of the, see those tubes? So the folklore of this room goes that they don't know that their own world is actually powered by them. So they're like biotubes. And then when one dies, they just kind of like respawn into this reality of this room. And this is just stuff that is already in the game. And then these buildings I just put on like platforms with these kind of like jets. I just put together real quick, and then Snappa was able to put them under the tiles, which I thought was really unique. And then under here, under there's like DNA and a really cool UFO. But yeah, and I got my little Cyclops Island. It's really coming out quite nice, and like I said, it's currently in development, but it's completely open, and I think that's really cool. Because I watch a lot of game dev stuff, and especially now, but it seems like that's one thing. Not a lot of games are kind of like, it's not really possible to play it until it's completed, but this is. I think that's really unique, and you're able to build and like, one day you'll close it and the next day there'll be a bunch of new items, or there'll be a bunch of new like things to try or mess with, and like there's one room that has a Stargate in it, and it's just constantly nonstop, and I really I'm quite stoked to be able to work on it, and slowly building my pixel resume. And it's just a really fascinating world. I found this little thing. So I'm trying to find a Tamagotchi meats, but this is pretty neat. It makes a great gift. Little pixel stars, and you could collect thousands of items. I really got it, and you could practice your peeping Tom simulator. I don't know why I keep thinking that when I play, but let's see what time. I never wear a watch. Oh, that's why I can't tell. 4:21. I have to be there at 5. All right. Well, thank you so much, Goth Guido, for chilling. I'm gonna be popping on these live streams a lot more often. I only need 20 more subscribers. I think it's actually 19 more subscribers. Maybe it's 21 subscribers until I can live stream on YouTube again, where the streams are much longer, and I'll be able to feed my computer through it. But I'm gonna be doing this back on later, and I could fit up to 3 people on these streams, and I've been wanting to do that for a while. No, I'm stoked to tell them about this because I did not even think about that. And that's physics space, so you could throw it and it would literally like move. I'm not too familiar with programming and stuff, but the stuff that I've learned like makes the world feel so much more open, because like the possibilities are truly endless. Just as art, I mean, it's an art. I consider it an art for sure. And yeah, well, thank you kindly, and I shall return. I never know how to end these things. Happy trails.